Hey there, Steven here from Crystal Tractor and Equipment. Today I'm out here with our 2126. This tractor, combined with its little brother, the 1120, represent a step forward in Mahindra's tractor design philosophy. What they've done here is taken that reliable Mahindra Power and combined it with new technology and features for convenience that really help you get a lot done with this little tractor. So today we're going to take a look at this guy. We're going to take a look at some of those awesome new features and the new design language that's going on with the Mahindra series, and we'll learn more about them. Let's take a look. So before we dive into too much detail here, let's take a look and talk about what we're getting out of this total package. Now, in the case of the 2126 here, what you've got is a 3-cylinder 1300cc diesel up front that's going to be built by Mitsubishi. Gives you a total of 25 gross horsepower and about 19 horsepower to your rear PTO. Now you combine that with the 54-inch total width, and that makes it where it's going to be perfect for you to run anywhere from 4 to 5 foot implements in the rear. So if you need to run a cutter, a box blade, or anything similar, you'll be able to do it. And that makes it perfect for your homeowner who's going to be on anywhere from about 3 to 5 acres, who doesn't have any super heavy duty work to do, but does need to do the occasional lifting, maybe dirt work and brush work and that sort of thing. And one of the things that makes it great for homeowners or first-time tractor users is, as I mentioned before, all of the great convenience and ease of use features built into the 2126. One of the first things we'll find down here on the floorboard is going to be side-by-side travel pedals. So we don't have to worry about shifting gears or anything like that. We have a hydrostatic transmission built into these, and that means all you have to do is mash one pedal to go forward or mash the other pedal to go in reverse. Pretty hard to mess that up, and it's super easy to drive. You're also going to find power steering built in here, as well as a tiltable steering column. So we got a little bit of range of adjustment there. We've also got the awesome M Comfort seat up here. This has been redesigned with this new model, giving you a wider seat, and now we also have adjustable foldable armrests built into every version. We've got a convenient loader joystick lever here, which is going to help you operate with the awesome power we've got up front. And there's some new features built into this joystick as well. So the loader valve on these models is built with a dual float function, which allows you to float not only your loader arms, but also your bucket as well. So you've got more versatility there depending on what needs to be done. Now, taking a closer look at the loader here, there's a few more things I want to mention. For one thing, on this tractor, even though it's the smallest compact tractor Mahindra currently makes, you're going to be able to get a lift capacity of 1,400 pounds on this loader, and that's all the way to the full height, which is going to be just over 6.5 feet. So you're going to get a lot of capacity here, even though you have a small size tractor. Now, in addition, if you need to take the loader off, let's say you're going to do some mowing and you'd rather not have to worry about that being up front to slow you down, Mahindra makes it very easy because on this tractor they've added some features for that. The first is for when you actually remove your loader arm pins. Right here we've got our loader pin, and over here they've added a convenient little bracket to drop that pin so you don't have to set it aside and worry about losing that. But beyond that, one of the nicest features they've added is a quick disconnect for your loader hydraulics. So we'll go ahead and lower this down here and make sure we relieve all the pressure out of the valve. And all I have to do to remove all of the hydraulic lines here is pull this pawl out of the way to release the ratchet, pull up on that ratchet, and I can take the entire hydraulic assembly off that easily, and then back away from my loader. To put it back on is just as simple. Line up the post, pull the pawl back, and lock it in place, and I'm ready to do loader work again. That's really great. And on the other side, we'll take a look at another thing they've added. So one other new addition we'll find over here is a built-in loader lock. So we've got a tool right here that can be easily removed with one bolt. When you have your loader up, let's say you're inside your engine bay doing work there, you can raise your loader without having to remove it entirely. And you can make that safe by putting this loader lock in place here on your hydraulic ram. That's going to keep your loader from falling down if you lose your hydraulic pressure for any reason. Now, while we're here, we can also take a look at some more of the features here in the operator station. One thing you'll notice here is, again, even though we're on a compact size tractor, we still get dual rear brakes. So we do have that switchable with a lock here that lets us do those tighter turns if we need to. We've also got a step here that helps us get up into the station, as well as a nice rubber floor mat here that's going to help with grip and keep your heat and vibration down. Up here on the side, we've got our 3-range hydrostat selector. We've got low, medium, and high ranges depending on what kind of torque levels we need out of our transmission. We've also got our lever selector for our rear and mid PTO. So the 2126 is actually available with a 60-inch mid-mount mower. That's an optional feature you can have, or you can just stick to the 19 horsepower rear PTO output. Moving on up here on the operator station, we'll see here on our left side, we've got a nice cup holder. We've also got a 12-volt port here where you can add chargers or other accessories, as well as a built-in 2.5 amp USB charger. We've got an extra pocket back here where you could store various things like your phone, for example. And then on the right side over here, we're gonna find our 3-point height control, our throttle. We also have a hydrostatic speed lock on this side. This functions sort of like a cruise control for your tractor. So if you're doing long passes with a box blade or a cutter, you can lock your hydrostat pedal in the speed that you want it and then pull this out to set that. Over here, we've also got our electronic PTO switch. This works just like a lawnmower if you've used that kind of switch before. You just push down and turn it to activate your rear PTO. You don't need to worry about pulling any levers or messing with the clutch. It's that simple. To turn it off, just push down and it automatically turns itself off. So speaking of that PTO, let's take a look at what you're getting back here on the 3-point end of the tractor. So you're all in all gonna get a standard Category 1 3-point hitch. And that's gonna give you 1,700 pounds of lift capacity at the 24-inch point, which means you'll have more than enough lift to be able to operate any size implement that's made for this class of tractor. You're also gonna find here that when it comes to the stabilizer arms, you're not gonna have to deal with fiddling with turnbuckles and locking those back in place. The 2126 is actually built with a telescopic stabilizer design, which means you've got a pin system back here. You can simply pull that pin out. Your stabilizer arm is now free to swing where you need it. You can get it around your implement and then get everything lined back up. These holes are offset just a little bit so you can find the right spot. Then you just set your pin back in here, lock it in, and now you don't have to worry about turning those turnbuckles. Much quicker and easier. Moving up a little higher here, we can take another look at the M-Comfort seat from behind. Right here, we've got a lever to release the seat so you can fold it forward, keep the rain off it if you want, and you can take a look at those springs that we've got back here too, which help with that suspension comfort. When we put this seat back down, we can also take a look here. We've got a nice panel in the back where you can keep any documents like your operator's manual. And then we've got a nice oversized ROPS up here, which is foldable to a mid and a low position if you need that out of the way to get it into your storage area. But we do like to keep that up, keeps you safe from a rollover event. Now moving all the way around here to the front, we can take a look at the new headlight package they put on these 2126s. You can actually see here our main headlight is now a new automotive style projector headlight to give you more coverage, and they've got some new LED accents as well. But one of the favorite things I like about it is that after we turn our tractor off, so we've got plenty of light coverage for using after dark. Once we pull our tractor back into our storage area and turn it off, the headlights actually remain on for a period of time to give you that extra illumination to help you get off the tractor safely. So if all those comfort and convenience features aren't enough for you, the 2126 is also available with a full factory cab. And that's gonna give you not only protection from the elements, but also heating and AC as well, which if you're down here in Florida like us, is pretty important. So I think all in all, the 2126 makes a great package for first-time tractor owners especially, but even more experienced users are gonna love some of the extra features that you find here. But one of the other things I think makes the 2126 special is that being part of Mahindra's new OJA platform, it emphasizes their commitment to building all of their tractors now in-house. So that means when you combine that with the 7-year factory powertrain warranty that comes with every 2126, it means it's going to be easier than ever to make sure your tractor not only is performing at its top capability, but continues to do so after you purchase it. So if you're ready to come take a look at the 2126 or anything else in Mahindra's lineup, feel free to visit us at crystaltractor.com to see all of our available inventory, and you can also use the website to find any one of our 16 locations that might be the most convenient for you. Thanks for checking out our video. You can also click on the Crystal Mahindra playlist that shows up here at the end to see some more of our videos, and if you found it informative, please leave us a like. It really helps us out. Thanks so much.